All right, so let's get started with this. I want to explain that we're going to honor 4 organizations that really did a great job on the tick fire. I want to hear a little bit from them because they really did a good job in keeping us safe. I want to explain to you guys that we love you all. There's no significance into which order I call you up here. So don't think that, it's a 1, 2, 3. No, we love you all. And in addition, we also want you to know that when we give out certificates, we're not like some organizations that give out 22 a week, right? We very rarely do this. And I think the last time we gave out certificates of our Santa Clarita Hometown Hero Awards was at least 2 years ago. So it's really exceptional to have you guys up here. We hope that you take our award and display it. And also, please understand that Christy Smith, our member of the State Assembly, has also left us with a certificate from her to show our appreciation. So let me see. I don't know which one comes up first. Well, I was going to call Captain Lewis, but Captain Lewis, he's not here today. So he sent his best officer to come up and represent him. Why don't you come on up? Rick, why don't you come on up with him? Sir? You're Officer Murray?
Deputy Murray.
Deputy Murray.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Deputy Murray. Deputy Murray, we would like to present the Santa Clarita Sheriff's Station this plaque for their protecting us, protecting our community of Canyon Country in the tick fire, and also for the tick fire. And also, we want to present you with this plaque in honor of service from Assemblywoman Christy Smith. Oh, wow. Right? And do you have anything you would like to say?
I know we'd just like to thank,
thank
all first responders. Like I was telling them earlier, they did such a fabulous job. We lost 20-some homes in the whole fire, but then if you drive around and you look where this fire came down to probably 2,000 or 3,000 homes where the fire came right up to it. So they saved many more homes than the percentage is just that big is what they lost. They did a fabulous job with that fire. I didn't stick around for very long. We left first couple hours. We took off, but we do appreciate them all, and we just wanted to say thank you for the work that they did. It's phenomenal that the kind of first responders that we do have out here in Santa Clarita. So anyway,
would you like to say something and tell us maybe about what you did during that period of time?
Sure. Yeah, I'm Deputy Richard Murray. I've been working Santa Clarita Station for about almost 4 years now, and in prior assignments down south and over at Wayside. I'm sorry, when it comes to fires and stuff like that, I'm going to be honest, law enforcement, we're second seat. We help out fire. Fire are the real heroes in that aspect. We're not the ones hiking up the hills and digging trenches and setting the containments and dumping fire, retardant and doing all that kind of stuff. They're the ones that really saved a lot of those homes. So I say give a round of applause for the fire department first and foremost. And that's not just the fire department blanket. Obviously, it's LA County Fire, and then I know they use the U.S. Forest Service to help out when it comes to stuff like that. So, yeah, pretty much it was a phenomenal job all around. It takes efforts from everybody, but they're the ones that did a lot of the heavy lifting. So I just want to make sure that that's recognized. As far as law enforcement, I've worked Canyon Country area most of my time at Santa Clarita Station. I've had a blast over here. We try very hard to make a difference because a lot of us live in this community, so we take it personal. So every time, even with California's crazy laws, every time we arrest somebody, it's just another opportunity they don't have to victimize any of the fine people that are here working hard and doing what they're supposed to be doing. So we don't care, even if they're going to get out the next day, that's one more day that they can't victimize you. So that's our goal every day, come to work, take somebody to jail, and make sure they don't victimize anybody, any of the hardworking, individuals of the community. It's been a busy month for the Sheriff's Department, or at least the Santa Clarita Station. Yeah, and we appreciate these. I mean, a lot of times we're used to getting the middle finger versus versus awards and recognition. So excuse me if I don't know how to react to this, because the other way I react is probably not appropriate. So, but it truly is appreciated. Our captain, I know he wants to be here because he loves the community. He lives here. He wants to make sure that people know that we're here for them. He's just, sometimes he spreads himself a little too thin. That's all. But he'll be here eventually. And unfortunately, he stuck you with me, so you had to put up with me tonight. Sorry.
Well,
aside from that, but that's about it. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Wow, that's you know what? That's just like the captain. He's kind of modest when he's up here as well. That's excellent. We're going to tell him that maybe we want you to come from now on. Forget him.
You might regret.
You know, when it comes to the fire department, this is a fire department helicopter, isn't it? Isn't this a fire department helicopter?
Yes.
It is, yes.
Yeah. Well, anyway, when it comes to the fire department, and we know that you're right on the front line of the fire, obviously, with the other group that we have here. But I want to thank you guys specifically too, because you've done some, especially our station 107 here, has been instrumental in saving my wife's life in 2013, and picking her up just a few months ago. So there's also another group that I'm with they're going to be visiting 107 in a dinner during December. But for right now, we're going to talk about the tick fire, and we're also thinking about what you've done and how well you reacted to the incident in Saugus. So why don't you come on up here and let's present you with an award as well. Come on, here you go. And you pronounce your name?
Yeah, Nick Bercuda.
Nick Bercuda.
Yes.
Bercuda, right?
Bercuda, yeah,
Okay, that's
correct.
perfect,
Yes.
Mr. Bercuda.
He's a battalion chief.
A battalion chief, Bercuda.
Sure. We got the big guy.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, this is just from the Canyon Country Advisory Committee. We thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
And then Assemblywoman Smith sent these over also for you guys.
Fantastic.
And we just appreciate everything that
Thank you, Rick.
that the county fire department did for us, well, all the time, but the tick fire was just, that was the biggest fire we've had out here in 30 years that I mean, we had the buckwheat fire, which is farther, but that's first time on the east side that was really, it was the biggest one since I've been there in 30 years, so.
Thank you for this.
You want to say a few
Thank
words?
you. Sure, why not? Hi, everybody. So my name's Nick Bercuda. I'm one of 3 battalion chiefs for Battalion 22, which is out of Fire Station 150. And we proudly serve Canyon Country. We're happy to be a part of this. Thank you very much. It's so nice to receive this recognition, but I have to thank the public. I have to thank you guys because you allow me to do what I love. And so we receive a lot of thanks, but we all love what we do, and you allow us to do that. So thank you. It truly is appreciated. And a shout out to my law enforcement partners back there. I disagree with the assessment that you didn't do anything on the tick fire.
You guarded that street.
We determine the boundaries of any evacuations that need to happen in order to protect the public. But it's my law enforcement partners back there that make sure that you safely are made aware, and they provide the access routes out so that you can safely exit the area and then safely return. So a shout out to my law enforcement partners. I also want to thank my mutual aid partners. Angeles National Forest is here today. We have a very robust, as Rick and I were talking about earlier, we have a very robust mutual aid system here in California because of our wildfires. And it's without that mutual aid system, without that cooperation between agencies, we couldn't do what we do. And so a shout out to you guys as well. Thank you. we're happy to be here on behalf of my boss, Chief Anderson Mackey, who couldn't be here. I think like with Captain Lewis, competing priorities. But I love it because it gives me an opportunity to be a part of this. So thank you. And thank you very much for this recognition. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. I didn't have a highway patrol picture because I just didn't get one. I didn't have a highway patrol picture. But we could have got a picture of you chasing down another vehicle on Highway 14. Yeah. So, but you were definitely a part of this as well. So why don't you come on up, because I know that Highway Patrol had to have a part in maintaining public safety during this whole time. The freeways were jammed. And it was not just in this area; it was all over.
Yes.
So and those are the highways are your guys' responsibility.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
So
Anyway, thank you for your work during the tick fire, and then this is also from Christy Smith, Assemblywoman.
Great, thank you. Thank you.
now you've been here before, so you can come up here and
Yeah,
Josh is good about that because Josh is the PIO.
That's right,
so
that's right.
That's his job.
So again, thank you, Advisory Committee, for giving these certificates. We really appreciate it. It is just not me up here from the Newhall office. My captain again would like to be here. He had prior obligations, but with this fire, I can tell you. At the command post, all of us bring these huge trailers out, incident command post. We all are going inside every one of these command posts. We have excellent communication between fire, forestry, sheriffs, and everybody else who's there. So in this town, in this community, we have excellent communication, and I think that's why it works. The job gets done so well. That's just my opinion, and I think that's the opinion of a few other people that I've talked to during these big incidents. My captain appreciates it, but also I want to let you know, I'm going to say thank you to all the West LA guys that came up here, East LA, South LA, Central LA, Santa Fe Springs, Baldwin Park, and Altadena, because it's just not the Newhall office. When these big incidents happen, we pull resources from all of Southern Division. So really, this certificate and this appreciation should go out to all of them. So we say thank you, and we say thank you to guys. Thank you. Thank you.
all right now last but not least, but you guys had 4 guys here, so I couldn't have had you first because it would look like you emptied a room if you left. So why don't you come on up here, because we know that you were instrumental in working on this fire, and firefighters you are. And you know what? We probably have the least knowledge about how you guys interact and what you do. So it would really be good for you to tell us a little bit about this.
Okay.
Go ahead, Rick.
Okay, Judy says I got to read this too, so I will read this. Anyway, this is from the Canyon Country Advisory Committee for what the firefighters from the Angeles National Forest did for us. I know I saw you out there when I came back to town. You were still sitting out and watching things, make sure they weren't going to start again. But I know you were instrumental in getting that put out, and we really appreciate it. So that's from the Canyon Country Advisory Committee. And then this is from Assemblywoman Smith, and it says, presented Angeles National Forest firefighters in honor of your service. On behalf of the California State Legislature, I congratulate you on a well-deserved recognition by the Canyon Country Advisory Committee for your heroic work protecting Canyon Country during the recent tick fire. I commend your agency's bravery, quick response, and willingness to serve. The constituents of the 38th District are forever grateful for your heroism and call to action. So that's from the Assemblywoman.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now it's your turn.
Okay. So thank you for having us. Thank you for the recognition. Just a little bit about ourselves. The Angeles National Forest is probably one of the smallest forests. It is the smallest forest in the U.S., but the most dynamic, and that being with the wildland-urban interface. So as far as us, this is a one-engine company. We were on the tick fire. Started off at the heel of the fire, which is where it begins, and ended up by Vasquez and Sierra Highway, protecting the homes off of Gaspee. So for us, yearly. It's just training with our cooperators far and deep as far as we can, and it shows when we get these incidents. And again, going back to you, every person, every agency that comes together is a critical piece of that incident. Without having the evacuations go the way we need them to do, we aren't able to do our job effectively. So that's pretty much what I got. Thank you for the recognition, and we'll do our best to keep doing what we do.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. They're just here for looks.
Oh, okay.
Thanks a
My
lot.
gosh. Excellent, gentlemen.